What's up, you guys? It's your boy Three Stacks. Today I'm fulfilling a deck request. I got a couple people. One asked, "Hey man, I really need a guide, a deck list on how to build PK Fire." And this other guy's like, "I really just want to see the deck because probably not even a year ago it was like one of the top three decks." He's like, "What happened to it?" And I reply, I go, "Man, it's not that the deck is bad. It's not like it's got a loss in power or advantage in what it can do. In my opinion, I really just think it's fallen off the grid because of popularity. You know, like there's so many newer decks, newer playstyles that I think some people just don't play PK Fire because they've already played it. So it's not like it's a bad deck. I just think like me personally, me myself also, I don't play my PK Fire that much because I've already pretty much it's had its run. I'll just say it that way. PK Fire has had its run. It was one of the best decks like for 2 years straight. It was like the best for a long time. And no matter how much Konami hit it on the ban list, it never died. So people stop playing it, in my opinion, just because like other decks are out now and it's newer playstyle stuff that you haven't tried before. And this is something I think a lot of people it's kind of gets old for them. It's always gonna be a fun deck, but I don't think that it has fallen to like a tier 2 deck where it used to be a tier 1, but I don't think that it's like a bad choice. For example, if you say like you wanted to play competitively and you say I want to play PK Fire, you can play the deck. It's still a good deck nonetheless. Honestly, like the only reason why, like I said, the only reason why a lot of people don't play it is just simply because there's a lot of other decks out there. You know, now we've got Zodiacs and we've got Wind Witches and Metalfolds and ABCs and Paleozoics and Blue Eyes and DDDs and Dark Lords and all these other crazy decks that are fun. And they're newer, whereas PK Fire has been around. Well, Burning Abyss in general, the Burning Abyss playstyle has been around for a long time. So for the Burning Abyss players out there, they've pretty much they played the deck for like 2 years, you know. So they're just like, hey, I want to try something new. But let's start this deck list. Of course, we're running this engine because it's just a free Dante. It could be a free anything you want it to be. It's just too good. Opening this, it's just basically these are your tour guides right here, and of course the tour guide to go with it. These are just free pluses. So yeah, and then we're running a triple Phoenix Rhino Warrior. It took me a while to get the supers. It actually took me a while to get this deck all hollowed. Now I'm running 0 commons. The minimum rarity is super. Well, actually, I consider gold rare to be like a grade below super. So the minimum rarity is gold. But it's all hollow, so there's 0 commons in the deck. So everything's shiny and beautiful, which I do like because I love my rarities. But the Phoenix Rhino Warrior, he does pretty much count as a BA. In addition to that, with him being on field, if your BAs are on the field and there's a non-BA, they don't die because his effect continuously says fiend types cannot be destroyed by card effects. And there's another protection, I believe. They cannot be destroyed by battle, if I'm not mistaken. Let's go ahead and double check that. Yep, they can be destroyed by battle or card effects. So he really is good. He pretty much is just another BA. He's a 3, rank 3s, and you mill him, you get better mills. And triple Scarm, luckily she's still at 3, but I don't think they're going to touch PK Fire ever again. Well, not the Burning Abyss aspect. You know, it depends on what people do. Now that lawn mowing is a thing, I honestly think that lawn mowing PK Fire is, it's an option. As we've seen in YCS Seattle, that it is a pretty relevant deck, and it actually was able to perform some nutty combos. So who knows? But yeah, triple Scarm, Searcher, 3 Farfa, out to Vanity's Fiend. If you're pushing for damage, out. Necessary at 3, in my opinion. It's just too good. When Domain was a thing, this was pretty much how you banish the tribute summon monsters so you can go into your extra deck. The one Graph, the one Sir, and the one Limit. These are your summoners from deck, from grave, from hand. Really good. I like them a lot. They're your play enablers. And then the one Calcab. This guy, he really does put in a lot of work, and you could definitely run more of him and probably even more of Libic, because Libic pretty much says even if you control a non-BA, you can bring one from your hand and its effects negated, so it won't die. So you can bump these if you want, but I just like the one of each. But yeah, this guy he is pretty relevant. You know, he actually can bait out the strikes. He can bait out certain effects and like just pretty much force the activation if it's chainable, and if not, you just get rid of it. And then the Alic, this just makes your Beatrice basically like a breakthrough skill. So Beatrice is pretty strong with that. Barbar for game. No, that's it for the BAs. It's a really hefty BA lineup, but I like having good mills all the time. When I was running a lesser amount of BAs, I was milling a lot of spells and traps that I wanted to keep. So yeah, I really upped the monster count by a lot. And triple boots, this should be no surprise. 2 ancient cloak. Together, these guys just form an outfit. The shoes, the shirt, the gloves. We're missing the pants, but hey, we don't need underwear anyways. But yeah, I run two of the ragged gloves. A lot of players just do 3-2-1 ratio. I like two because he's came up too many times. Like when I was running him at one, it came up way too many times where I just needed the second one. So yeah, I like the 3-2-2 ratio. It's a lot better, and it's an additional Phantom Knight's name for your break sword play. So yeah, really good. Then for spells, the twisters for going second. Double mass change. It just helps you to make stronger boards. Dark Law is a threat in any format, no matter what. Dark Law is going to be strong. And double Phantom Knight's magic rank up magic launch. It's a really powerful spell. I like it a lot. I feel that if you're playing PK Fire and you're playing this spell, you have an advantage over the average PK deck because you can make Ophion, you can make Dark Requiem. Yeah, it's just pretty lit. And then for the engine-like cards, starting with the draw power, triple Lore of Darkness, one beginning of the end. This is a spicy tech, but I like it because you mill a lot and you're always going to have darks in your grave. So beginning of the end is live every time you draw it. One Metaphor's Fusion. It's really cool. I like it a lot. I either mill it off of my Dante or I just send it from my deck to the grave off of Beatrice and it becomes a free plus next turn. So I end up next turn just drawing 2 cards instead of 1. So I do like it a lot. It's a cool tech. And then Foolish Burial, I consider it an engine card because it's like you play it in this deck, it becomes any relevant effect that you want it to be. So essentially it's like another BA, another Phantom Knight. It's just really strong. I like it a lot. Foolish is too clutch. And then the one Good and Evil. Now this is the ritual card, but I run it simply because you can banish it from your grave, send a BA which triggers a BA effect to search another BA. So it's really good. I like it a lot. And so you just run these because they give you advantage, and sometimes they can become pluses. It just depends on how you use it. And then for traps, now I did have to basically cut the strikes out of this deck. I'm limited. I only have 12 solemn strikes, which are in 4 different decks. Well, there's a couple decks that have like 2 strikes each, but I'm pretty much limited to the number of solemn strikes that I have. So I didn't have any for this deck, so I'm just doing the triple Fog Blade, the 1 Fire Lake of the Burning Abyss, and the 1 Vanity's Emptiness to round up the traps. An extra deck, and oh yeah, you could pretty much you could change up anything. Honestly, I don't like to net deck. If you guys notice, I never even net deck, and I feel that you guys shouldn't have to net deck off of me either. I want to inspire you guys to be creative and try stuff out on your own. You can always check other people's deck lists just to get an idea of what the deck should look like or how it should be structured. So this is pretty much the blueprints, we'll say it like that, and you build it how you want. And extra deck, we've got 3 of the Man himself. This is the swag daddy right here. He just puts in that work. As long as he stays on 3, this deck is gonna be good. And double break sword. It has came up once upon a time where I was like, I wish I had 3, but you know what? I really didn't feel like spending another 40 bucks. So 2 break sword is perfect. 1 break sword is not enough. 2, you can just bring it back with Fog Blade, rank it up, just etc. etc. The Beatrice, lonely girl. Dante went through a lot to get her, and now she's at 1. That's sad. Her target, Dark Law, Dark Requiem, and Rebellion, the combo. Rebellion the monster, gain the attack, then rank it up into this guy. You can still make the attack 0 if you want to. Just negate, destroy. Special XYZs over and over. It's really strong. And then Ophion, because you just pretty much, you Fog Blade, you use Break Sword's effect, you pop the monster, bring back 2 Phantom Knights, then you banish Fog Blade, bring back this guy, you go into Ophion, and the 2 Phantom Knights that you have, you turn them into Dark Rebellion, you use Rebellion, and then pretty much off of 1 break sword, you go into both of these guys. So really strong. Ophion, Dark Requiem. It's a really strong board. Of course, not going against Zodiacs, but there's still boss monsters out there that are level 5 or higher, and you can stop them. Nightmare, really strong in the Zodiac matchup. I feel that if you make this guy going first, it really is going to come through for you, because even if they summon the Rapier, the XYZ, you can just flip that thing face down, and then they can no longer pretty much upgrade it and upgrade it. They're going to have to stop there. If they have a barrage, they're fortunate enough to draw, but this guy really can come through for you. Utopic Future, Levier, and Nightmare Shark, because it just pushes for game. So yeah, the deck has been around for a long time, so this pretty much everything in the deck, you guys should already know what it does. And again, I'm just really fulfilling requests. I'm trying to decrease the the list that I have. Like I have a long list of all these decks that people are asking me to do. So yeah, I'm trying to get it done. And you guys stay tuned. I'm going to OTS tomorrow. And I'm not sure whether or not I take a deck that I've been testing or if I just take my classic Heralds. But yeah, you guys definitely be expecting some content on that day. I'm gonna try to see if one of my boys, if one of my team members, if they're not playing or if they stop early, if they could record some of our matches. And yeah, you guys will definitely get to see your boy 3 Stacks playing at OTS, and you guys will pretty much get to see a really cool environment. All these different players, not even from Houston, just coming out here just to play at OTS. I think it's gonna be cool, and the upcoming regionals, you guys are gonna see me there as well. I'm trying to pretty much get time off on my at my job, and make room in my schedule to do content, do deck profiles and videos, and also to make it to the events, because I'm trying to build my credentials, because I do want to qualify for Worlds this year. So yeah, you guys have a wonderful day, and I hope to hear from you soon. And thank you guys so much for your love and support. I truly appreciate you guys, and I have mad respect for you as well. All right, deuces.